Hello students, today's Z story is called Feelings on the Outside. So it's all about feelings. Before we get started, I want you to think about how are you feeling right now? Happy, sad, excited, tired? All right, how are you feeling right now? Think about that for 5 seconds. In this story, Z doesn't know what it means to have feelings, like being happy, sad, or afraid. The kids help Z learn that everyone has feelings or emotions, and that they can change how you look and sound on the outside, and how you feel on the inside. As you listen to the story, pay attention to the different emotions that Z and the kids have, and how those feelings change the way they look and sound on the outside, and feel on the inside. One day, at the treehouse, Z didn't have anything to do. Z kept looking out the window, hoping that someone would come to play. When Z finally saw Kim and Jeremy walking down the path toward the treehouse, Z started feeling very tingly inside. What do you think that tingly feeling is? The kids climbed the treehouse ladder and came inside. Z zoomed right up to them and said hello with a big smile and a cheery voice. "Hi there, Z," they answered. "You look like you're feeling very excited today." Oh, so maybe that tingly feeling was excitement. Z thought about that for a moment. "I don't know if I feel excited," said Z. "What's a feeling?" People have feelings about things that happen to them, explained Kim. Everyone can have lots of different feelings, like being excited or angry or afraid. Or another word we learned about instead of afraid was terrified. So terrified means like really afraid. Feelings can make you look different on the outside and feel differently on the inside. "So, how do you feel today?" Z asked Kim. "I feel very happy to see you, Z," answered Kim. "That's why you see me smiling." "I'm smiling too," exclaimed Z, "so I'm happy just like you. Being happy feels good." "It does feel good to be happy," agreed Jeremy, "but sometimes feelings can make you feel kind of uncomfortable." "When does that happen?" asked Z. "Well," explained Jeremy, "sometimes I feel mad, like when I can't fit the last piece in the puzzle, or when my favorite toy breaks." And I'm thinking another word we learned about that could fit what Jeremy's describing is frustrated. So sometimes frustrated is not the exact same thing as mad. Sometimes you can be mad and frustrated, but it's when, like maybe something isn't going the way you want it to go, so you start to get annoyed, irritated, frustrated. When I'm mad, I get a big frown on my face, and sometimes I even squeeze my hands tightly or cross my arms, like in this picture. That doesn't always feel very good. Z remembered how it felt one time when it was someone else's turn to use some stickers, and Z was not ready to share them yet. Z felt mad. "When I'm mad," said Z, "I feel kind of hot and bubbly inside." Hot and bubbly. Just then, there was a sharp, loud noise outside. Z gasped and looked out the window with wide eyes. What emotion do you think Z is feeling? The kids asked Z, "Are you afraid?" And Z nodded. They said, "It's okay. That was just the sound of someone hitting a baseball over at the baseball fields." "I don't like being afraid," said Z. "It makes my tummy feel icky. Will you come over and sit by me?" The kids and Z sat together and talked more about feelings that they sometimes had until it was time for the kids to go home. As they were getting ready to leave, the kids noticed that Z suddenly looked a little different. Z was looking down at the ground, and Z's mouth was in a frown. What emotion does that look like? I think I'm feeling sad, said Z. I don't want to go home. We know, said Jeremy. It's so much fun to play together at the treehouse. But don't be too sad, added Kim. We'll be back to play again tomorrow. That made Z's frown turn upside down. Hooray, cheered the kids. You're smiling again, Z. That makes us so happy to see. And Z agreed. It makes me feel happy inside and outside too. And they're saying inside and outside because the feelings are inside. Like how when Z was saying that Z felt tingly, that's inside. But feelings are also outside. How Z is smiling, that's on the outside. And this is the part that we say together, so I'll say it slowly. Z says, whenever we're together, my friends help me discover how children on earth get along with each other. So Z wants all of you to remember that everyone has feelings on the outside and on the inside. And since Z wants us to remember that, I'll write that down for what I learned. I'm gonna write, I have feelings on the outside and the inside. So I'm gonna start that off, I, capital I, because it's the first word, it's the first letter in the sentence. I, 2-finger space, have, that's one of our sight words, have, H-A-V-E, 2-finger space, feelings, I'm going to sound this one out, F-E, there's 2 E's, L, I, N, G, G, S. I have feelings, and we learned that we have feelings on the outside and the inside. So I'm going to write outside and inside. Outside, O-U-T-S-I-D-E, 2-finger space. And I have feelings outside and is a sight word. A-N-D, 2-finger space, inside. I-N-S-I-D-E. I have feelings outside and inside because this is what I learned from the Z story today. But you don't have to write this sentence. You can tell me your own sentence for what you learned today on Class Dojo, or if you learned the same thing as me, then you can write this sentence. And you can also draw. So I want to draw Z with a smile because today I learned that you can have a feel, you can show your feeling on the outside with something like a smile. So I'm drawing Z's big ears. This is how I drew Z. And with a smile to show the feelings on the outside. Thank you very much. Great job paying attention to the story, and I'll be very happy to see your work. Thank you.